This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 21, verse 6. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, Go, set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Isaiah, chapter 21, verse 6, is that this is an MOTB update. All right. This is a MOTB update. All right. And if you don't know what MOTB means, it means the mark of the beast. All right. As you see in front of your screen, hot off the press, Euronews is reporting how a paralyzed man from China, after 5 days of receiving a brain implant surgery, is able to control a device with his mind. Okay? And this is the video. Let's play it. All right? Of course, they're covering his face for privacy. All right? But eventually there's going to be no privacy. All right? Because that's the reason why they want everyone chipped. Total control to see what you buy and sell and where you're going. Okay? This is the prophecy we're waiting on. All right? We're not getting up out of here until this prophecy is fulfilled. Period. Okay? This is a major prophecy that's prophesied in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 through 18. All right? As well as what happens to those that take this device in Revelation 14, starting at the 8th verse on down. Okay? And we had Great Millstone through the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. This is, okay, at the forefront of our ministry. All right? We are the number one camp out of Israel, the number one group out of Israel that pushes this prophecy. All right? And everyone will be tested. Okay? There'll be a time of testing. So let's play this. Again, this is in China. Okay? So when the scriptures say he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand and their forehead, and that no man may buy or sell. All right, that's including China. Okay? Period. China, Russia, all right? Iran, Dubai.
控制这些电器，还有呢控制它的那个轮椅，这些呢都能够做到。
Right, they're speaking in Mandarin.
这是电极是放到相应的脑区，那么整个的控制器，包括电池、包括天线、包括处理器都是在这边，是在我们锁骨下，然后是在我们的胸前，但是在皮下这样的方式。外面还有就像我们手机的无线充电器、充电座一样，对准了，充完了以后拿掉以后，它就是一个独立使用的一个产品。 华山医院的顶级团队来亲自操刀做的。现在1个半月过去的话，可以包括独立的去控制智能家居、玩游戏、上网。病人说能不能让我训练多一点时间？他对这个
They have him playing games with his mind. All right, so playing games, surfing the internet, and then ultimately buying and selling, because that's part of the mark of the beast. All right, that if you want to continue in the system, all right, meaning buy and sell in the system, you have to take this microchip, whether in your hand or your forehead.
有很好的一个这样的这个体验的。
Can be widely used, right? You already said. Right now, they're still doing trials. More trials will be needed before the technology can be widely used, right? All right, because they got the really, you know, I'm just speaking as a man. The hand chip, okay, the microchip for the hand, they've been had. They had that since the 60s and 70s. But what they're trying to perfect, and they're going to because this prophecy has to be fulfilled, is the brain implant. This is where they're taking their time, all right? Because they have to sell it to the masses on a global level, all right? This is, and I'm speaking as man. Why? All right, it's I mean it's moving fast, but why there's still, all right, testing going on, all right? Just like they're testing, all right, the crypto stuff, all right? Because this has to be linked together. All right, the blockchain, digital, you know, CBDC, crypto with this brain implant, they have to be linked together, and this is what they're perfecting behind the scenes. Okay, they're working on behind the scenes. All right, but here it is. Okay, again, like the apostles and elders, and we've been saying, we got months here. Could be 2026. We'll see. You know, again, we're on the Lord's time. Okay, we'll see what the Lord wants to bring for next year. But a lot of you pseudo Hebrew Israelites, a lot of you apostasy Israelites, all right, you got to answer for this, all right? A lot of y'all, okay, are playing games, talking in circles around this prophecy. That's it, okay? So, yeah, all right, so this ain't too long. This is just an MOT update. China, all right, is perfecting the technology. Same as America, all right. Also Russia, all right. I said Russia. Let me just show you something real quickly. All right, ChatGPT. Is Russia working on brain implant in their country? Yes, Russia's actively working on brain implants and neural interface technology, both in research and in at least one case, experimental applications. However, this work varies widely in purpose, maturity, and context. Here's a breakdown of what's happening. Right. Okay. Why a Russian startup is putting brain chips in pigeons. Right, because they're testing it out. Russian neurotechnology company says it can steer pigeon flocks with implanted brain chips. Oh man, these people are the devil. These are Edomites. They're putting chips in the animals, okay, in their brains. All right, these are the Edomites. But you got clowns talking about Edomites can be saved. Anyway, point is Russia's testing it out too. All right, so let's go to the prophecy. Because really, the Lord don't give a damn about these heathens taking this microchip. It's our people. That's why in Revelation 14 and 8, okay, it focuses on Babylon the Great America, okay? Because this is where the time of testing is, because the great deliverance is going to come out of America, all right? Those that didn't take the RFID chip, okay, which is the mark of the beast. Revelation 14 and 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Right, it's talking about the destruction. 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right, okay, and this is pertaining to our people. If any of our people, all right, receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, because that's who the Lord, okay, is dealing with. The Lord don't give a damn about these heathens, okay? Either they take it or not, here in America, okay, or abroad. If they haven't been selected to go into slavery, they're going to be put down, okay? 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right. And where's this fire and brimstone going to be, okay, concentrated at? All right, here in America, Babylon the Great. This is the lake of fire for you jakes that took the chip. Okay? 11. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Right, and that word mark is charagma. We always go into it. Repetition. Repetition is the art of remembrance and the father of skills, as the apostle elders always say. Okay? Mark, charagma. You see? A stamp, an implanted mark. Okay? A mark branded on horse. All right? And this is what does a horse represent? Cattle. Because and that's the thing. These devils, they look as cattle. All right? Thing carved, sculpture, graven. Okay? Then if you want to go to the root word, all right? The root word is what? Karax, which means a pale, a stake, a palisade, right? A palisade. And you already know when you go to that word palisade, use a fence or wooden stakes or iron railings fixed in the ground, forming an enclosure or defense, right? And that's the thing, all right? This is their modern day siege on us, okay? And if you take that device, you put it in your head or your hand, all right? You're now locked into the system, and that's going to bring about your judgment because you went along with this devil. You allowed him, all right, to put this device in you, okay? And you basically said, he is your God, he is your master, all right? Oh, look, a military mound for a circumvallation in a siege, right? This is that modern day siege by putting that device in you, okay? When you go to Carasso, sharpened to a point, right? Again, they have to open up your skin with that needle and putting that device in. And then you go to the root word, grapho, and it means to write with reference to the former letters, right? This is where all your information, your medical, your money, okay, your digital ID is all going to be on that device. So yeah, that's it. Not going to make this too long. This was just an MOT update. As you can see, China is perfecting the technology, just as America, just as Russia. All right, all roads lead to the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and everyone on planet Earth will be tempted. All right, that's why you have Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, all right, meaning guard. Okay, when you go to the word kept, is terio, which means to guard, also to attend to carefully, right? And what's it called? I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right. All right. So this is clearly talking about the mark of the beast RFID chip. So with that, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles, elders. We're almost out of here. To the few that are watching, keep studying. We pray, cover, shalom.